Hey everyone, welcome back to the Free Toaster News Pod, episode 2. I'm Carlos Caro, co-founder of the Free Toaster. If you're not already getting the newsletter, we drop it every Wednesday. We curate news at the intersection of consumer lending and marketing. You can sign up at thefreetoaster.com. Today, I want to walk you through something that's been ripping through fintech lending, Jenius Bank's sudden shutdown. If you're in lending, partnerships, or just keeping a pulse on the affiliate channel, this is one of those rare moments where you can actually see the market shift in real time. Let's dig into this one. The backstory is pretty wild. Jenius Bank was SMBC's digital-only bank experiment. We were digging into this. Apparently, they started planning it back in 2018. They went live in 2023. They offered both consumer and commercial loans. And while commercial was the bulk of their book, there was a meaningful consumer lending arm. I dug through some of the call reports. We saw their total assets grow from $6.3 billion to $7.1 billion over the past year. Most of that loan growth was commercial, but in Q3, they still did $91 million in net new consumer loans. So consumer wasn't the main event, but it definitely wasn't nothing. Quarter by quarter, they were growing loans anywhere from 40 to 80 million a month, net of repayments. And that's the place where we have a blind spot on the report. We don't know exactly how many repayments. In Q3, it was about 57 million net new per month. Here's where it gets interesting. So I spent a lot of time poking around in the marketplaces, Credit Karma, Experian, LendingTree, logging in as a customer, seeing who's active, seeing who's moving up and down, what pricing looks like. To me, Jenius Bank was always very prominent in these marketplaces, always near the top of the page. And they seemed to be pricing aggressively on APR. It seemed like they were clearly playing to win on a rate. There's days where I'd log in and see Jenius undercutting everyone, sometimes by more than 100 basis points. So it was obvious they were leaning in, buying volume in affiliate marketplaces. Based on what I saw and some back of the napkin math I did based on the public filings, I'd guess they were doing somewhere in the ballpark of 100 million to 200 million a month in net new consumer loans, not factoring out repayments. So not a small player in any stretch. And if I had to guess what their distribution mix was, just based on what I see from other fintechs in the personal loan category, I guess it would be heavy on affiliate marketplaces like Karma, Experian, LendingTree, Engine, etc., and direct mail. I'm guessing not much search or social, and not a brand that's going to be attracting direct consumers. So if I'm Lending Club, Prosper, Upstart, anyone competing directly in prime loans, I'd be wondering what Jenius Bank's exit might mean for my volumes. So let's say they were doing roughly 100 million a month on affiliate marketplaces. That demand, I don't think it's going to just disappear. It's going to get redistributed. These customers are all still going to be on the market for loans and continue to shop. And if there's, say, 10 direct competitors to Jenius and kind of prime personal loans, and I think there may be more, but if we just assume 10, maybe each one of them picks up roughly $10 million in new volume per month overnight. So here's why this matters. Jenius Bank's exit is a rare, clean data point. By that, I mean lenders are coming and going in marketplaces. They're entering, exiting, changing their credit policies, but they're usually doing it slowly, and they're usually doing it silently. The marketplaces, for confidentiality reasons, can't share or choose not to share who's changing what from a competitive standpoint. But this one's out in the open. We all know Jenius has exited. So if you're a lender, this is a perfect chance to benchmark. So how much market share do they have? How much did you pick up? Most teams are left guessing when a player exits. There's usually a fog of vibes and ideas, sudden volume changes with no clear explanation. This time we get to see the cause, the timing, and we'll get to see the effect in real time. So here's my ask to the community. If you're a lender who you believe competes with Jenius Bank and you're willing to share your pre-30 days and post-30-day numbers across your affiliate marketplaces, even anonymously, I'd be happy to gather all that information and then publish what we saw. Lender A saw this, lender B saw that, lender C saw this. Most lenders never get to see this kind of natural experiment. So this is a chance to learn as an industry how these marketplaces actually rebalance traffic. So if you're up for it, reach out. We'll aggregate the data, share what we learn. You can email us. If you're a subscriber, just respond to the newsletter. And if you're not a newsletter subscriber, you can email me directly. That's it for this week. See you all soon.